All right, sir. It's all yours.
Hey, y'all doing? This presentation is on wireless device security. How I'm actually approaching this is more of a teaching tool for beginners and novices. In my line of work, I'm a sales associate. I sell a lot of cell phones, a lot of newer technology to a lot of beginners, a lot of novices. So basically what I'm doing is I'm explaining to my customers exactly how and why you need some kind of security on your wireless devices. There we go. I go down all the way to the point where I have to explain what a wireless device is. Wireless devices are anything that can be connected to the internet without the necessity of a hard line. Tablets, smartphones, laptops, MP3 players, all are considered wireless devices. We even go into in depth of explaining exactly what they can do for you. Wireless devices allow the user to make and receive phone calls, text messages, emails, and accessing the internet for his or her day-to-day needs. The user can save and access vital data, not only saved to the device, but also online storage such as the cloud, Google Drive, those type of programs. Wireless devices can be used to access the internet for financial reasons, even though we do recommend that our customers always have some kind of antivirus or some kind of encryption to block any kind of hackers that may get into the wireless devices. We also explain what are the risks. If losing the device may lead to loss of the information inside the device, regardless of whether that's financial or personal data, professional data, it's all at risk. The introduction of our applications into the introduction of other applications into the device may cause malware, may include malware, which can lead to other problems. The user leaves the functions like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on, they can also leave the device at risk. Dimensional Research 2013 survey shows that 66% of 790 IT professionals stated that careless employees are greater risks than cyber criminals. Leaving your device laying down while you're at a restaurant is asking for problems. I have multiple customers coming in daily telling me that, oh, I lost my phone at the bar. What were you doing with your phone out at the bar? The Federal Communication Commissions also have given us some helpful recommendations to reduce the risk. Keep the device in a secure location when not in use. That's especially prudent when it comes to laptops. Out of sight, out of mind. Never set your device down in public, i.e. bars, restaurants. Always be aware of your surroundings. If you're not comfortable in the surrounding that you are, then you may not want to bring out your wireless device. Maybe asking for problems. Keeping a list of serial numbers, IMEI numbers, MEID numbers, SIM serial numbers, just in case something does transpire. Police, insurance companies will need a listing of those if you lose those. That's basically how they're going to be able to report it missing and how you're going to be able to give it to the insurance company to get reimbursed for those missing items. Downloadable applications may contain malware. Malware can be as simple as advertising or may contain viruses. These viruses are designed to lock out the user, steal internal data, or even intercept incoming or outgoing data. An unsecured Bluetooth function can leave the device vulnerable to several different styles of attacks. These attacks are normally performed in highly populated public areas. They would have to be perpetrated within 30 feet of the victim device due to the limited range of the Bluetooth. When I explain this to a lot of the novices, a lot of the customers that I deal with, they are kind of shocked that you could actually enter somebody else's system without them knowing it. Most beginner users won't even fathom this. And that brings me on to my next point. Actually, I did give a listing of some of the Bluetooth attacks: bluejacking, blue snarfing, blue bugging. Blue bugging is a little bit different. It's much like blue snarfing, except it actually allows the attacker to actually gain control of the device itself. Wi-Fi is another way that it can actually be attacked. An unsecure or undersecured Wi-Fi function on a wireless device is a favorite option for most hackers. Hackers can utilize many different attacks. A favorite, of course, is the man-in-the-middle attack. There are a lot of different programs out there designed to assist us from keeping our wireless devices safe. GPS tracking programs, Where's My Droid, Android Lost, Plan B, remote wipe programs such as Secure Bulldozer, Pro, Wipe Protect, SantaDroid, data encryption software such as Encryption Manager, CyberSafe, Encrypt. Now, a lot of these are actually packaged together. Where's My Droid, for instance, is an entire package. It will do remote wipe, it will do encryption, it will do the whole thing if you want to purchase that particular program. Intelligent decisions made by the user will prolong the life of the wireless device. If a construction worker refuses to care for his tools, he's left with broken tools and no way to earn a living. The same can be said for a user who neglects his or her wireless device. Again, I go back to my own experience with the sales. A lot of customers bring in broken phones. A lot of them tell me that they need a new phone because they have lost their phone or it's been stolen. When I go back to the advice that I've given them before when they purchase their phone. Did you have a remote wipe program on there? Did you have any kind of security on there whatsoever? Swipe, other than the swipe lock? No. Okay. Then we start from square one. We sell them a new phone, we sell them new service, we start from square one. Most of them don't even know their Gmail account, so we have to start all over again. By taking care of our wireless devices, we save ourselves money, we save ourselves time, and we save ourselves energy. Thank you.
One question, Greg.
Sure,
Presentation.
absolutely.
One question. As far as I like the idea of a lot of people will do this either writing down your serial numbers. And is there any suggestions as that you have, you maybe tell your customers on where to do that or where to put that information?
Absolutely. In
Yeah.
fact, I went as far as to take down their email address.
Right.
And after we set up their Gmail address through their phone,
Right.
we'll actually email it to their secondary.
Okay.
And I just tell them to actually leave that in their secondary email. Don't delete it. Save it in there. That way, if anything does happen, they can actually just pull that back up from any other computer. They're going to be set.
Great suggestion. Let's give them a hand. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and grab another round of pizza, if you would, because I cannot eat this after you guys leave. So I know we got a lot of people, but if you grab some more, it'd be
I got
awesome.
my Cisco finally and my energy.
You need your energy. Go grab some more.
No, my energy isn't reasonable. Make me tired.
Energy will make you tired. Can you take? You'll take some for later.
All right.
After your Cisco, how more time your Cisco final?
Yeah.
Be there at 5:30.
Okay. There you go. You just put that on your Just make sure you don't press that button on the front. I can make sure you're okay. Yeah, you're good. All right. I'll grab a slice up here. And one more. I know. Yeah. Well, at least one more. You gotta have some sustenance to take the test. All right. It's all yours. Did you want to grab some more pizza before he comes up? Yeah, it'd be awesome. Great. And Ray, I'll go and come up here. If you want to come up here, I'll show you how this works real quick. I'll open up. This will advance. Go back. My way. So, right. So you need to advance. Go back. Like that. Okay. Good money on this. It's funny, last night I was at Highlander picking up some stuff, some groceries, and I met one of our faculty and one of our students picking up some stuff. It's like, yeah, I bet that 9 Pepsi's for me, Mom. I said, yeah. All right, it's all yours, Rick.
Alright. Well, it's kind of hard to see if they turned out different than what I was expecting, but the title is How Antivirus Works. Before I get into that, I should explain why you should have one. Computers with no antivirus software are 5.5 times more likely to become infected. I got this off of it was a security intelligence report. I can't remember the site. Oh, it's on here. Well, I don't think I need to really.
Nah, don't worry about that. We trust you.
Well, they also help protect your information, save you money, because if you get viruses and stuff, it costs money to repair them, your computer. And plus, there's free ones and stuff online, so if the alternative is, you know, check yourself free, you might as well do it. Personal story. A few years back, I don't remember having an antivirus on my computer for a short amount of time, and had to get it taken in to get repaired by my dad, and it cost me about $250 at I think it was Geek Squad at Best Buy. So, yeah. So that's why you should have one. And here's some of the things that you should have for it. There's a few other things too. I believe they use it was a Windows or a Microsoft support website for this. It has some other small things on there, though. Like these are the main things. There's like enable UAC, small stuff like that. So these are the main things: antivirus, firewall, anti-spyware, pop-up blocker. Uh, Firewall is basically the first line of defense. It prevents access to the computer stuff, and it follows a criteria to block unauthorized access to the computer. So I can't remember the example we used, or if I just read it online, but it'd be like the fence around a house or whatever to keep stuff out. So anti-spyware. Well, two examples of this would be Malwarebytes and Spybot, Search and Destroy. My brother told me about this. So. And then they prevent data mining and other activities that spyware carries out. And on a side note, he's not here, but Lewis recommended Malwarebytes to me, so that's how I found that one. So. And pop-up blockers, I think is kind of self-explanatory. One I thought of was AdBlock Plus. I use that and block pop-ups. And then for antivirus, two that came to mind were Kaspersky and McAfee. And it's a program or multiple programs meant to detect, remove, and prevent software viruses and malicious software. And then here's the main parts of how antivirus works. There's on-access scanning, full scans, virus definitions, and heuristics. I was going to do visuals, but I still can't really think of what I would draw for those. And on-access scanning basically runs in the background. It activates when you open up files and stuff. It'll scan stuff before it opens. And it basically compares the file to any known viruses, worms, and other types of malware. Full scans are good for an initial install, and they're good for repairs and stuff. The primary purpose is to clean out anything that might have been on your system before putting the antivirus on. And after the initial full scan, everything's pretty much covered by the on-access scan, but I read a few sources that said it's still good to do those periodically. Virus definitions, they're not scanned or anything, they're basically what's used to catch the malware by the antivirus. And catch anything new, the virus definition files are updated pretty regularly. And if the antivirus catches a suspicious looking file that matches the definition, the file is put into a quarantine. And some antiviruses let you keep running the file that gets caught, and others just delete it. And heuristics, if a program does something like attempting to open a file or put parts of the program into a file, sometimes the antivirus will detect this program as an unknown virus. It's intended not to be extremely aggressive, as they would otherwise detect a lot more false positives, and that's where I get to my next subject down here. And false positives are safe files that are mistakenly detected as viruses by the antivirus, and heuristics contribute to them, which I just went over in the previous slide. But they are very rare and rare enough to generally accept that what your antivirus detects is probably malicious. Detection rates. This is just stuff I was going for, like what would make a good purchase for an antivirus. Different programs have different detection rates, and according to the article I read on it, Bitdefender, GDAT, and Kaspersky are more efficient than those two right there, AH7Lab and WeGroup. And they fluctuate often in different studies, so it's good to use multiple if you're making a purchase instead of just going off one. And as a side note, I use Kaspersky. I used it for a while, so I like it. I recommend it. Computer use. This also goes for what would make a purchase between like free and paid subscription antiviruses. If you use it for financial purposes or send out personal information online, if yes, then you should look into using a paid one to protect your information. It's an extra step in insurance, and if not, I mean, free one or a free trial should be able to, it's better than nothing, so you should be fine with it if you don't have anything like personal, like credit card info or SSN, really anything. And I still recommend the paid one just for the assurance. As a conclusion, by knowing how things that protect your system work, you're more likely to take protection and security seriously, more knowledgeable on how your system's security features work. And you can also make an effective purchase if you know what you're doing, so you can get more for your money. And it's important to note that no matter what antivirus you choose, you're never 100% safe from viruses and malware, so you should always prepare for the worst. And that's it.